look, you're not Mother Teresa by any means, but you don't go out of your way to try and screw anybody over. You don't wake up in the morning saying, "Oh, I'm going to dick this person over really good. This is going to be fun." You're not one of those people that tries to really mess up people's lives. Okay, you are a person that tries to live and let live. And you figure that what I put out there I'd like to have come back to me. So I try to put good stuff out because I figure good stuff will come back to me. And so right now you're in a position where you're feeling like, you know what, I've been putting a lot of good stuff out lately and not that much good stuff has been coming back. And so I'm wondering whether or not there's anything out there, is anything hearing me because I'm trying to do what's right, but I'm not feeling like I'm getting the validation that I would like to get. Does that make sense? Okay. When this card comes up in a person reading, it's meant to let them know, oh, yes, Spirit is watching everything that you've been doing. Spirit is aware of the things that you've been doing. And yes, you are going to be getting the answers that you've been looking for. You're just not going to be getting them on your time frame because Spirit does not work on your time frame. But you are going to be getting them. And because it's in the auspices of this reading, you can be looking forward to answers from Spirit sometime within this next 3 to 6 month period.
Okay. Awesome.
Now, did I discuss what it was that you were thinking about?
Not specifically, but yeah, it
Okay.
was, yeah.
So
Well,
ask the question.
yeah. What more would you like to know?
I
Speak up.
don't know. I have to make a decision, and it's regarding my child and her
Hmm.
future and everything. So I'm really
Okay, okay.
trying to
Well, let's
make the
take a
right
look at
decision.
child and well, the decision number one should not have to be made until the month of June. Okay,
Okay.
so we do have some time before this decision has to be made. Okay, and we are looking for the higher good. We're looking for the higher good, the higher benefit. Okay, this is what we're looking for. Um, it can't be made, especially not over this next 2 month period, because you just the wherewithal. They're just your plate is really full right
Hmm.
now. Okay, because of things that we talked about when we're off. Um, I was going to say off camera.
Both.
Anyway, right. But
Off air, off camera.
right off air. That's what I was thinking about
Hmm.
because they were doing off air. This decision doesn't have to be made till the month of June, but let me look specifically. Can I have the first letter of her name?
Um, E.
Okay, I mean she is your child. No.
Rose.
Okay, does travel have anything to do with this?
Not really. No.
Okay, then what we're looking at is there is no wrong decision. The wrong decision is not making a decision. The wrong
Okay.
decision is not doing anything. You have the month of June, and between June and September, the decision has to be made. But
Right.
September is looking like the best month to make the decision. Okay.
Okay.
Um, Other than that, we have also information that's coming to you within about the next 19 days that's going to actually verify what I'm telling you that you don't have to make the decision immediately, but you have between the months of June and September. Once you get that information that comes to you, which like I said should be like within this next 19 days or so, you should feel much more comfortable about making the choice in the month of September and all the information that you need is there and then it's really really a good choice. But there is
Okay.
no bad choice. The bad choice is not making the choice before the end of this year.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Does somebody need to run what you're doing for you to come over here,
No, I can't
Sierra?
set up so that I can
You
come
can
in.
cover. Okay, we
Awesome.
got Sierra. This is some good stuff. While we're waiting for Sierra to set up, tell people if they're local in Vegas and if they're
Yes.
your fate, tell them about your little prices and all that good stuff.
Okay, all
Okay,
right.
while we're waiting for Sierra to get over here.
Um, well, because I'm licensed to go to the client, then if you are a Facebook friend of mine, and if you Facebook friend me, then that gives you a $40 discount on your
That's a
reading.
great discount, by the way.
So if you're a Facebook friend and you Facebook friend me and you're willing to leave, I just ask for my page to be rated. Just rate your experience and be honest about it. I
Right?
don't mind. What your experience was, and then then
I'm never on this end of the camera, so I've had someone tell
okay.
me where to sit.
Oh, okay.
Now you're good. Now we have a whole
Yeah.
For a minute, it looked like you were voguing because it was like you was doing the whole Vogue
My
thing.
turn
Right,
to the
right,
back.
right. That's what. Yeah. Okay. Right on.
No, it's frame me. How am I framed?
Right on.
So they can come to your location or you will go to them.
Right. If they come to me, then it's $60. Or if I come to them, then it's $80.
Okay.
Unlike other psychics, also because I try to blow the whole. I looked at the whole business plan of how psychics work and what people have, the problems that they have with it, with going to a psychic.
Right.
So unlike other psychics, I don't put a time limit on your reading. Your reading's not over until you tell me that it's over.
Okay.
Okay. And then I also record the reading because I think a person should be willing to stand by what they say, and I email it to you so that you can have it to listen to.
Perfect.
And
Okay.
and the final thing that I do is I don't go years into your future because I don't know if you're going to see me years in your future. I try to give you news that you can use. So I try to go at the most 6 months into your future because I do believe that I'll have the same phone number and the same contact information within that 6 months,
Right.
and you can
Right. Well, it
contact me and
makes
say,
more
yeah, this is
sense.
what's
Yeah.
going on, and this is the experiences that I've had with it and everything like that. So those are 3 things that I did specifically to break down the negativity around or the mystery around going to see a psychic because honestly, I believe it's the world's second oldest profession. Because as long as a man's been willing to pay for a little something, something, he's also been willing to pay somebody to find out what's going on in their life and to put their mind at rest.
That's true.
It's just in the 60s, psychiatrists took that over, but it was the same thing that we were doing. We were doing that long before they were doing it. And so I'm trying to bring some honor and respect back to that.
Okay.
Cool.
And so we're going to get a little reading in here for Sierra.
Yes,
And we
Sierra.
don't worry out there, everybody. We will not let Mr. Locke go without getting all of his social media info. So
Thank you.
don't go away.
So, Sierra, what I want you to do is I want you to think about one subject that you're seeking advice on, okay?
Mhm.
While you're doing that, I want you to take the cards and I want you to kind of mix them up like this or around like this. Once you feel that you've thought it out, then you can stop and you give the cards back to me.
Okay. No.
Are you nervous, Sierra? You
I'm-
look a little nervous.
I'm always nervous when I get readings. I'm always nervous when I get readings.
I'm going to see Mr. Locke at the end of the week. I'm going to get on Facebook tomorrow and book me an
You guys should
appointment.
really, really enjoy this moment because S vibrations very rarely are nervous about anything.
Really?
They are so self-determined and so self-knowledgeable about themselves and what it is that they like and they don't like. You very rarely see them sweat.
Wow.
Very rarely do you see an S vibration sweat.
She's a little.
Just for her to even admit that is a big thing. For an S vibration to even admit that is like,
I can't wait to hear this reading because she's nervous.
and once again, think about what it was you were seeking advice on, okay? Okay, thank you. Okay, Sierra, this is where you were, this is where you are, and this is where you're heading. Okay, so yeah, boy, so far we're like 3 for 3. Last year was pretty difficult for you also, okay? A lot of things going on though, but for you, it was really, really more in regards to getting out the old friends and letting new friends and new energy in because the old friends were not doing anything for you and they were hurting you and they were like being negative vibrations to you and you had just gotten tired of it. As a couple of particular friends that you've probably had for about 7 years that you were like, you know what? I'm tired of the same old shit with you. It's always the same old shit of you being smiling in my face and then stabbing me in my back and looking for the soft spot in my back. And so now it's just I'm done with it. I'm sick of it. I'm over it. And then you were very surprised because for every negative energy that you pushed out, positive energy came rushing back in to take its place. Okay? The month of July was specifically a trying month for you. That was your month of challenge and difficulty. Okay. You like Las Vegas, but Las Vegas is getting on your nerves. You would
Always.
really like to do some traveling. You are wondering when or is it that you're going to be able to get out of this vibration, if only for a little while, and see what the rest of the world is like out there.
Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
We were just talking about that.
Mm-hmm. Strong, strong desire for that. And we are actually looking at the month of August that we may have a chance to actually venture out and actually do this. Okay? We're feeling really good about the latter part of August, specifically sometime around the 21st of August, 22nd, around that period of time, that we are able to take a trip. I'm not sure if it's exactly to Hawaii, but we are looking at water, and we like water, and we're liking where it's going, so we like that. In the meantime, okay, you and your loved one, okay, communication. We need to work on our communication between us because there's certain things that are going on that we're kind of taking for granted.
Oh.
Okay.
So we want to work on that communication thing and stuff. This isn't a major thing, but it is saying that, you know what, certain things are being taken for granted. And so therefore we need to clear the air. We need to just clear the air and make sure that we're on the same page about certain things that we're assuming that we're on the same page on, but maybe we're not on the same page. And so maybe we just need to clarify where we're at in regards to these things. Okay?
Catalina?
Maybe.
Now, for you, this last 3 weeks have been hectic. Okay, it's like everybody is wanting a piece of you, and it's like you've just been saying, "All right, I'll try and do this. I'm going to try and do this. I'm going to try and get this done. I'm going to try and get this done." It's like if you could clone yourself, that would be the optimum thing because then you could have like your Sierra clone show up and do this thing, and your other Sierra clone.
That would help us a lot for show stuff if we could clone ourselves. Or
But you're wondering if all of this, yes, it is. All the stuff that you've been, is it going to be for the better? Yes, it is going to be for the better. You just need to keep it. What I'm going to advise you with this is whenever this card is above this card is don't overpromise. If you can't do it, be very happy and satisfied and actually be gleeful about it. No, can't do it. No, can't do it. No, because I'm doing several other things, bitch. Okay. Can't do this one. Can't do this one.
That would
Okay.
be you.
So yeah, be happy, be realistic about what it is that you can do, but everything that you say that you're going to do, stay with it because there are future gains to be made. You only have about another 22 days of this that you're going to be going through, but after that, you reap the rewards for all of the hard work that you've been doing. Okay? So prioritize, prioritize, prioritize. What are the things that you're going to be doing that's going to lead to the best possible future you? And what other things are you thinking about promising doing that are really just spinning your wheels, or you're just doing because you're trying to impress somebody, or you're just doing because you want to be a nice person? This is not a time for being a nice person. This is a time for getting to business and doing the
she is
business
the
part of
mean
it.
one.
Okay. You know, it's interesting. You can be in a room full of people and still feel alone.
Mhm.
And so you've been wondering when is this kind of feeling going to end because I feel like nobody actually ever gets me. I feel like I get everybody else, but I don't really feel like they get me. Make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. This is coming up really pretty much heavy over you. Well, honey, the reason why they don't get you is because you don't say shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beads red.
If you don't say shit, how am I going to get you? We all are very happy with telling you our shit. We're happy with telling you. We'll tell you our shit 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yes,
We'll
I know.
We'll unload. You need to get easy with telling us your shit. You need to get okay with telling us your shit so that way we can get you
Mhm.
and we can understand how to get you. But as long as you're going to play this, I'm up on the mountaintop and you can't touch me. Well, then we're going to leave you up on the mountaintop and we won't touch you.
That works.
You see? Well, it might. Maybe it does. But with the moon coming around you now, you have surrounded yourself with a lot of positive feminine energy that you can trust. And you just are really so used to waiting for the other shoe to drop with feminine energy and
Mm.
dealing with feminine energy that it's almost a point of it's your go-to feeling. It's your go-to emotion. So even when things are actually real and factual and good, you're like, this is only going to last for another week. These bitches will show their faces sooner or later. And this is trying to tell you no, you need to be able to, there are things that you're holding in and you're just holding way too much in and that you need to let out, and so this is the time to share.
Okay.
Okay. Now, first of all, did I discuss what it was that you were thinking about?
Not really.
Oh, okay, what was that?
I'm looking at making a big purchase of buying a newer car for myself, and I wanted to know if this was the right time to do that or if I should be waiting.
Nothing about a car came up, so I'm going to go on the side of waiting, but let me take a look.
Depends on what kind of car.
No, your money is definitely going to be better spent in other areas right now. At least we want to wait for at least another 5 months before we actually get the car. We go into the party, get the car. You've got several things that are going to be coming up that your money is going to be better served and better used
Damn it.
towards doing.
Why?
Ooh, Hawaii would be nice. Yes.
So we're going to say, hold off on that. for a little bit. I always look for my nights to come up. Whenever my nights come up, and that talks to me about vehicles and purchases of vehicles and what the quality of that is, they were nowhere in sight. So we definitely know not for the next 3 months. So
Okay.
okay.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
All right, Glitz, let's get you over here before our man Locke has to leave us because we're so happy you're staying
I'm happy you guys
do
have me. I
this.
really
You are
enjoy
so much
myself.
fun. Like I said, I'm coming to
Okay.
see you. I want a real reading.
Thank you.
I want you to tell me if I can get committed with my non-committal self.
Oh, or I'll tell you if you should be committed.
Committed in an asylum somewhere.
We'll look at both sides of that coin.
Hey, there's a lot to go with that committed word, right?
Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to think about one subject,
Okay.
seeking advice on. Okay, you take the cards, rifle them like this. Once you feel you thought it out, you can stop and you give them back to me. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's Glitz getting her reading,
I'm
y'all.
not good at shuffling
Y'all?
cards. So.
Oh, that's okay. You're doing just fine. There is no wrong way to do it. You're doing great.
By the way, Mr. Toxie did a fabulous job on our cake. Thank you, Mr. Toxie. I'm kind of excited to hear Glitz's reading here.
Glitz, I'm also going to tell you, I'm getting a vibe from you that you're also some type of an artist. You have some type of natural artistic ability that you need to tap into. So we want to look at that. Either it's going to be through writing or it's going to be through painting or it might be with music, but you are gifted in one of those areas and you're almost natural at it. You just need to apply yourself. So that's something that you might want to look at in regards to your creative aspects and your creative outlet. Okay?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Dancing
Put
is a
on
creative
your
art.
dancing
Yes.
shoes. Stripper pole.
Okay, thank you.
No,
Glitz. Thank you.
Do love the dance.
you do. You are the dancing queen.
And that is artistic expression. This is your past. This is your present. This is your future. Show me the money. Girls got money on her mind and mine on her money. Okay. Look, last year was about trying to get ahead, especially financially. Okay. You had some difficulties in regards to trying to do that. Okay. But you also found somebody that you could partner up with in regards to moving into this year that can help you with your finances and help you with your money. So while you didn't make the financial gains that you would have liked to have made, you did make the gains in the area professionally that you would have liked to have made to set yourself up properly for future gains. Okay. Make sense?
Mhm.
Now, for you, your most difficult month also would have been the month of July. Not necessarily because of flaky friends, but because of flaky finances. So trying to make ends meet during that month would have been really kind of difficult for you in regards to trying to get things to work out the way that you would want them to. Make sense?
Actually September, but
Okay, more September? All right, let's take a look. Okay, well, the reason that it was September was because everything started in July. Everything started in July that led to the month of September. What I'm looking at here is that people that said things and said that they were going to be able to do things in the month of July ended up nowhere to be found in the month of August, which led to being a very difficult September. Does that make sense?
a little, yeah.
Okay. This also left you with the feeling of like last year was like kind of a stuck in the mud year. I didn't go forward as far as I wanted to, but I didn't go backwards either. I didn't really lose anything, but I didn't gain what I thought I would want to gain. So it was like kind of like, eh, okay. Now, what we're looking at though now is what you're gearing up for is a very good coming September. Interesting that you mentioned the month of September. So this coming September is going to be very important to you, very important to your future, and especially in regards to goals that you set for yourself. Okay, you set 3 major goals for yourself at the start of this year that you wanted to have accomplished, and you need to have it accomplished by the month of September. You should know very specifically what those goals were. Okay, we show you now as having accomplished 2 of those goals. Okay, but we're still wondering whether or not that third goal is going to be attainable. And we're still kind of trying to aim for it and we're trying to get to it. But we're here to tell you, yeah, we're looking good so far in regards to getting that accomplished. Okay. You've got a lot of money cards around you and a lot of travel around you. Okay. So we've got money and money as opposed to travel, and as it works with travel or works with working with travel. And we're also looking at a relationship that is firming up, and especially in regards to because money finances are becoming better also. So we're looking at good news in regards to relationship or friendship that becomes more firm because of financial outlooks becoming better. Okay. When does financial outlook specifically become better? Really, what we're talking about is probably within about 9 weeks, but definitely the month of September is going to be your stellar month this year in regards to your finances. We're also looking at the good possibility of travel for September and October. These are really good months for you to be able to do travel and travel with a special someone. Okay, so we're not looking at you traveling alone. Okay,
That's
but
not work travel. That's personal travel.
this is personal travel. This is pleasure travel.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah,
I'm just so
but yeah,
curious.
yeah.
Curious.
This is leisure travel. This is
Okay.
leisure travel, and this is fun travel. Um, Work is a little bit frustrating right now because it's not paying you what you think you should be making. Okay, but work money gets better. Work money is getting better. I have a question to ask you. Are you thinking about getting a home or a house?
Um, yes, but I've had a setback with it.
Okay, don't worry about the setback. The setback is a temporary setback. Okay, we are looking at your being able to purchase a house before the end of this year, and we're looking very good at that. The reason that there's a setback is probably because that was not the place or not the right place, and there's a better place that's going to be coming up. Okay,
Okay.
there's something that you're thinking about celebrating. Is there a party or something like that you're going to be celebrating sometime here in the near future? It's like 3 days or so,
Uh,
or is it 3 weeks?
it's no, actually, no,
No?
no, not that
Okay.
I know
Party
of.
Saturday night.
Well, we're looking at something celebrating. We're looking at three ladies getting together and they're celebrating and they're
You
happy.
said in September for your birthday.
Well, he said
Yeah,
he
but I said
said
yeah, but I said
3 days,
yeah,
not
but this is
3 weeks.
yeah, this is next. This is
Three
in this
something.
period of time. Yeah, I'm looking at
I
three.
last weekend I was with my two best friends and we were together.
Okay, let me take
So
a look. Okay, well, when you were doing that, it looks like there might have been some conversation in regards to something that the three of you can be doing together or something that the three of you can be doing to help each other. One person is not going to be able to come through on their end, but the other person is going to be able to come through on their end. And that person and the two of you are going to be working for something that's really majorly transformative in your life.
okay.
Okay? We're looking at this being realized in the month of May for you. We're also looking at month of May being a very good month leading you into the month of September, which is your month of exaltation. Okay? Month of May is your month of achievement in regards to what it is that you should be doing in regards to society and society recognition. For some reason, it kind of works. I think May came up with you also. I'm not sure, but so for some reason, there's a coinciding with that. Now, did I discuss what it was that you were thinking about?
Yes, but there were two things that were on my mind, so I
Okay.
need to ask you about the third.
Okay. Wait a minute. She
Especially
said there were two things on my mind, but I need to ask you about the third. Right. That's okay.
um, I can't believe I just said that.
And I want to be a veterinarian because I love children.
Right? Are you gonna do the little head toss of it? That's a song, actually.
Yeah, right. Because I'm a blonde. Yeah.
I God, I hope he's not listening. The one here. Um, Struggling with letting someone go in my past.
Okay.
I've had a really hard time with it,
Mm-hmm.
and
Burn him.
Burn the
I
witch. Oh,
just
wait a minute.
need
I'm the witch. Wait a
I
minute. Never
just
mind.
need to know that I'm not so positive that the chapter's closed.
What is the question?
Um, is it closed? Is it over with us? I just have a funny feeling he's going to resurface.
Okay. But just because he resurfaces doesn't mean that you can't whack a mole.
Correct.
I like this
Okay.
man. Burn a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I had a quite interesting experience with him once. Oh, go ahead.
Can you give me the first letter of his name?
J.
Okay. J. Yeah, we're looking at this kind of resurfacing sometime, most likely within about 18 days, that this is coming back and this is resurfacing. Let me tell you a little bit about him, okay?
Okay.
So that way you can understand how he works and how he operates. Your J vibrations are also, life is all about them. They're just nice enough to let us think it's about us, okay? For them, sex is a good thing, but it's not the most important thing that they're looking for in a relationship. What they're looking for in a relationship is a person who they can trust in regards to advice. They're looking for a best friend and a confidant. That is the thing that is the most important thing for a J vibration. Because J vibration, honestly, they don't give a F about what other people think. They really don't. Most of your one vibrations really don't give an F about what other people think. But an A vibration, which is the first of the one vibrations, they honestly don't give an F because they're just aloof. They're clueless. They're so clueless about it, so it doesn't ever really affect them. J vibration, they're aware of it. They're aware that sometimes their actions or their behaviors can sometimes really come back to bite them in the ass. So that's why they need a best friend or someone that they trust to be their advisor, because that way, if you're there and I trust you, you can say, oh, honey, I think you're going a little bit too far here, or maybe you did a little bit too much, or maybe you might want to rein yourself in again. S vibration, they're also very aware, but they're aware to the point that they're calculated. So they don't really need someone else because they're doing the calculations for themselves as to whether or not this is going to ostracize me from society. And if it did, it's because I knew it and I want it to be. Or this is going to endear me to society. And if it did again, I did it because I knew it. So they're the most self-reliant of the ones. The A's are the most clueless of the ones. And then the J's are the most dependent. They're the codependent. This person doesn't feel right unless he has somebody to be the best friend, to play that best friend role. Okay?
Okay.
Once they've found someone to take that, if they don't have someone, then they'll find a best friend to be that role. Then once they find a lover, then that person becomes formally known as their best. They'll drop that person almost quicker than shit.
This is the J vibration.
The J vibration will do that. They'll do that because they honestly don't, like I said, they don't have the time to worry about what the repercussions of that is. They just know that they're fixated on one person. If that one person can give them sex, good advice, and extolment all in one package, then what do I need this package for? This package is a waste of my time.
Okay.
Okay? So understand that's pretty much, if they're coming towards you, they are lacking that confidant, and so now they're looking at you for that. That's going to be the main thing that they're going to be looking for from you. Okay?
Okay.
If you want to turn them off to you, be your T vibration. Don't be glitz. You cannot be glitz because glitz is odd, and they're odd. Odd people just get each other. They get each other on this subliminal
If she
message.
wants to dump him, she needs to just be herself.
Be yourself. Be Tammy. Stay Tammy, and that'll keep him off balance. That'll keep him kind of off balance.
What if she wants to reel him in?
Then be glitz. If you want to reel him in, be glitz.
Oh.
That'll let him know that,
That sounds
there's
like
an
a
opening.
bejazzled
This
poopah
is
to me.
why I said 3 earlier because I
Mhm.
was thinking when you said I had 3 goals for this year,
Mhm.
this was my 3rd goal. The goal that you mentioned that I'm not sure about
Mhm.
is letting him go. So that's when I said 3. That's why I was thinking it.
Well, that's why I wanted to give you some insight in regards to him and how he works. If you can't be the confidant, or if you give bad advice, leave him the hell alone. If your advice has not worked for him before, if he's put your advice to use, he's tried to put advice that you've given him to use, and it didn't work, leave him alone.
If he's a giant douchebag.
If he's a
You might
giant
wanna leave
douchebag
him
to you
alone.
because of the advice that you've given, that could also be another thing there that's going on, you know. But I will also tell you, J vibrations, they don't play the short game. They play the long game. They will, if they think that you're the right person, years can pass before things actually solidify between the two of you. They don't take anything overly personally. They don't take anything overly personally. They play the long game.
Well, it's already been 3 fucking years. I'm done.
Yeah. Now, if you can say it, and you can say it, and that's fine. But will they be surprised if 5 years from now y'all meet up in some cafe and then it all starts up again? They're not beyond that possibility if they don't have anyone in their life.
Singing a Sarah Cole song in my head right now. When you meet up in 5 years, like a
Right. It can happen. I've seen J vibrations do it. I've seen one J vibration dump a person literally on their birthday and then 14 years later get married to the same person. Dump them with a Dear John letter. write them a Dear John letter that they received on their birthday in a foreign country where they knew nobody.
Wow.
And then that same J vibration took up with them and got married to them, and now has been married to them for 12 years. Happy, have kids. They play the long game. They don't play the short
What
game.
you think, Glitz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
All of your one vibrations are like that. They all because the only time that they'll take something personally is if you really, 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 really make it. You really got to do something really, really I mean, look, she still goes back to her family. I mean, she still, after everything, she still will try. I mean, think about that. That's kind of deep. Okay?
That's right. You do.
I would be.
I'm a masochist.
I would be done when I'm an L vibration, and when I'm done, oh baby, I'm done. I will go through a whole bunch of stuff with you, but when I'm done, I could care less if I see you, and if I do see you again, I remember homegirl.
You shelf them.
They are on the shelf.
On the shelf.
I flew her out when I was in the Air Force, living in New York City. Flew her out here to live with me. Okay, I knew I was gay at the time. I knew I was gay, but she was a nice person, and so therefore it was just beyond me to treat her cruelly. Right. It was just beyond me to treat her cruelly. Well, I was working a 3-day on, 4-day off shift because I had a top secret security clearance. So they actually flew me out. I was out of town, right? Cuddled her, gave her the best 2 weeks of her life because I had a vacation, everything like that. Went on my thing, came back to an empty house. She decided she couldn't take it anymore, and she was running back home to mom, a mom who had abused her and hurt her. Okay? As far as I was concerned, and this was my sister's best friend.
Was she an S vibration?
No, she was a bitch vibration. That's all she was. And to this day, and she came back trying to get, she tried and tried and tried. And I was like, no, because you burned me once. I ain't set myself to get burned again. My sister still was talking to her wonderfully, said wonderful things. You should get back with her. You should do. About 20 years into their friendship, bitch ended up burning my sister. I said, yeah, you see? I said, no. I said, I've just been waiting because I knew it was right. I knew there was something wrong with that. After the way I treated her, and then she ran back to that sick ass. Yeah. I was like, oh, no. When you are out, you are out. You know? But some people, that's not how everybody rolls. That's not how every vibration rolls. It's not what everything, so that was my little story.
Locke, we have so enjoyed having you on here.
Thank you. I've so enjoyed being here.
Please tell everybody how to reach you, your social media, all your websites, whatever you have, so that people can reach you. Do you ever do a phone reading for people?
Yes, I am available for phone readings.
Okay.
Phone readings, unlike the rest of my readings, you don't pay me until after the reading is done. I like my clients to be satisfied and be happy. But phone readings, obviously, they have to be paid for in advance, and they have to be paid for via PayPal. Okay. And again, if you are a friend of mine, you friend me on Facebook, then you get a $40 discount on that. So your phone reading is only $70.
Right. And please also let him know that you've seen him here on the Curvaceous Bounty.
Yes, please mention that.
He knows.
I do a lot of public events, and if you go to me at a public event, then you can get a reading at a really, really good rate. Usually it's anywhere from $10 to $30, depending on what type of reading that you would like and the time you'd like me to spend with you. I do Psychic Sundays over at Mingo's. Mingo's is a fine dining restaurant in the middle of the Art District. Okay. And so it's a Sunday brunch, and it's for between 11 o'clock in the afternoon till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And Mingo's is located at 1017 South 1st Street.
And
I also do Tarot Tuesdays there. So Tarot Tuesdays is an evening thing that I do at Mingo's, and that is from 6 o'clock in the evening until 9 o'clock in the evening, where you can come get a really great meal. The prices are incredible. The prices are so low, and the food is so incredibly good, and the atmosphere is so hoity-toity that you will feel like you just been eating on the Ritz or something like that.
Now, you also will go to houses to do group parties.
Yes, I do parties and special events.
Kind of rate with the hostess of the house.
Yes, yes. It depends on the time.
On via Skype.
Yes, I am available via Skype as well as the phone readings. I have a Skype and a phone, but generally people just want the Skype. Also, though, if you're doing a phone reading, generally you're out of state, and so if you're out of state, understand that I cannot record the reading because of out of state laws. But I do encourage you to record the reading
Do it
yourself.
yourself,
I do
right.
give you the permission to record the reading. I just can't record the reading for you.
Okay, and where your locations, these places that you're going to be, are they on your Facebook, your website?
Yes, my
Okay.
Facebook. You can find me very easily on Facebook. You just put in LOCQ, and my name comes right up. It's Lock Fortune. If you don't see me come up with LOCQ, then just put Fortune in after that.
Fortune on
and then-
Wheels, it says, doesn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's my fan
there's-
page. That's my
there's
fan
Lock
page.
Wheels
Is
Fortunes? Is that one?
Well, my fan page is a Fortune on Wheels, which is the name of my business, which is because I tell fortunes and I come to you. So I'm on wheels and I come right to you. So that's
So
the
also,
point
if
on
you're
that.
coming in town and want to see Locke, you can go to his place, or I'm sure you'll go to their hotel. And
Yes,
give them
I do a
reading.
lot of
Okay.
hotel readings. My hotel readings are a little bit pricier, though. I can't give the Facebook discount simply because different hotels have different rules and different policies, and so sometimes I got to give a little bit of kickback or whatever and things like that. So, and so that's usually the regular rate. It's like usually it's $150, but I do give you the full service
And
that
do a
you would
group.
get.
Have 3 or 4 of you come to go to the hotel.
Yes,
to
and
get
if you
3
do
or
a
4
group,
of
then
you.
I can lower that price.
Right.
I could definitely lower that price because there's more of you, and that's great. If you want to come to me, then I'm on Maryland Parkway and Tropicana, and I'm definitely available for that. My phone number is 702-624-6357. And my Facebook, I do everything on Facebook, so it's either a Fortune on Wheels for my fan page or Lock Fortune on my friends list. I have over 4,000 friends. I have over 900 fans, and I interact with them daily, and I'm really proud of my 5-star rating so far.
Awesome. So again, thank you so much for coming. Maybe you'll come on again sometime.
I would love to spend time with you ladies. You guys have been a lot of fun. So
yeah,
yes.
we didn't know if after that we do have one more question to ask you that we
Okay.
ask all male guests.
Yes. No, I won't.
Well, this isn't a yes or no answer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What is the name of your private part? Does he have a name?
Your penis.
Oh, he's just a dick.
I like it.
But I love him anyway.
He's just a dick.
And I always make sure
know
I
a
show
lot of
him
men.
love.
I say that about. Oh, he's just a dick.
Right. Right. Exactly. See, I just own it.
Yeah.
I just own it.
Because you have to have names. So
What's
that
the
was the
name of it?
question we always
That's
ask.
good.
So we're a little bit late on our break, guys. We're getting ready to take a little break for you. You're listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. Thanks again
Thank
to
you.
Locke for coming in, and we'll be right back with our weekly catch-ups.